Hi, boys and girls, how are you? Happy Monday. Hi, Mrs. Felsman's class. Hi to my class, and it is writing time. Last week we went through the steps of our personal narrative and we started writing our story on Friday. You were only required to do the first page, although I said if you wanted to do the second page, you could, but not to go further than that because we're going to work on this today and Wednesday. So I hope you had a good time writing on Friday, and I just pulled mine up right now, and I started my picture on Friday as well. So I'm just going to read. I want to reread, and I would like for you, when you get started, to reread your story. And I just want to go over a few things I noticed when I reread this the other day, some things that I need to fix. So I'm going to read it now. On Saturday night, comma, Evan and I dyed Easter eggs. And then I stopped my sentence. That was my first thought. First, and whenever we have a transition word, we always need to put a comma after it. So if you did not do that, you can fix that later when you start your writing, okay? But we always put a comma after that. First, comma, we boiled the eggs, and I put another period. So I have two sentences for my first page. One thing, though, I noticed I spelled night wrong. I did it so quickly. That sounds right. But night, does anybody know the word night has two special letters in there that you do not hear when you write the word night? Also, other words like sight or fight or might have those two letters after the I before the T. Does anybody know? Did I hear someone say GH? Yes. So I'm going to fix that right now. Better pencil here. So it's not NITE. It's NIGHT. So I'm going to show you that right now. Does that look better to you? I know when if you read your books, you might see the word night, and I think you see it. It looks like this, not the way I wrote it on Friday. So I just want to fix that today before I move on. And I also am going to attach a little video or song with words with IGH in it that you can watch later. Oh, and yeah, here's my picture. I'm not done yet. I tried to make my stove with the pot and the eggs. I have to put the eggs in there boiling. So hopefully you got your first page done. If you did not get your first page done, that's okay. You have today, you have Wednesday. But I did not start my second page, so I'm going to start it right now. So I need to think of another transition word that I want to use. I already used first because that was the first page. Can you guys shout out other words I could put on my second page? Did I hear say then? That could be one. Second, that could be another one. Oh, next. I think I'm going to use next, actually. So whenever you write your transition word, you're going to write your transition word, and then you're going to put a comma after it. So I'm going to remember. So I boiled my eggs. Next, because this is about dyeing my Easter eggs. Next, comma, we put. Can you put P-U-T, warm. What would I put? Warm water. Now I'm going to be talking about a series of things, and I know we talked about this in school. Next, we put warm water, vinegar, and food coloring. When we have a series of things, we're going to put a comma. So I'll show you what that looks like afterwards. So next we put warm water, comma, vinegar, comma, and food. What goes ooh? O-O, right? O-O for food coloring in mugs. And that's my complete thought. So I'm going to put a stop there. Okay. We placed the eggs in the different colors. Okay. And then we waited. Okay. So I'm going to turn around my work here. Okay, so we have next, and I put the comma because we always put a comma after our transition word. Next, comma, we put warm water. So this was my series of things. Warm water, comma, vinegar, comma, and food coloring. Okay, depends. Sometimes you don't have to put the comma before and. Some people do, some people don't. You could just put and in mugs, period. So that was my first thought. We placed the eggs in the different colors, period. We waited. Okay, so we're waiting for them to now turn into beautiful Easter eggs. So for today, boys and girls, you're either finishing your first page if you haven't, starting your second page if you haven't. And if you did start your second page, what I would like for you to do is just go back and check your work. I want you to make sure you have the commas after the transition words. I want you to make sure you stopped your sentences in the right place. I would like for you to draw your pictures and put labels. And then on Wednesday, we're going to finish our story. Now, if you did do your second page on Friday, you may continue and do your last page. And obviously the last page is going to say our transition word will probably be last or in the end. Okay, so if you did finish your second page on Friday, you can go ahead and finish your final page. If you need another 4 pages, like I said, then you can continue your third page and then you'll finish your last page on Friday. I hope that makes sense. I know that was a lot of information. But we've done these stories before, so this should be no problem for you. So go off and write today. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday, and have a good night. Bye.